Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today in this lecture I will discuss about the Battle of Badr. This happened in Medina when Holy Prophet and his followers migrated to Medina. In these days when Muslims were small in numbers, they had many enemies. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them that they had to fight for their beliefs. He says, if you have been wronged, I allow you to take up arms and fight, and my power will give you victory. Fight in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala against those who fight you, but do not start the fight. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like troublemakers. When the Quraysh were being cruel to the Muslims, they forced them to leave Makkah. They went to Medina and left everything behind. This caused them even more grief. One day the Prophet ﷺ heard of a Quraysh caravan leaving Makkah for Syria. They were going for there to trade. The Muslims, led by the Prophet ﷺ, went to seize the caravan. They were too late. The caravan had already passed. The Prophet ﷺ and the Muslims went back to Medina and waited for the caravan to return. Many weeks later, news came that the caravan was on its way back. The Prophet ﷺ prepared his army. There were 305 men, 70 camels and 5 horses in the army. Abu Sufyan was the leader of the caravan. He heard of the Muslims' plan to attack. He was afraid. He had 1,000 camels loaded with goods belonging to the people of Mecca. He sent a messenger to get help from Mecca. When the messenger got to Mecca, he jumped up and stood on his camel shouting, "O people of Quraysh, Abu Sufyan and your goods are in danger. Muhammad and his followers are going to seize them. Help, help." The people of Makkah gathered their arms. They were not going to let such a thing happen. They went to protect the caravan. Abu Sufyan was able to save the caravan by himself. Instead of going near Medina, he led the convoy another way by the Red Sea. Then he sent a messenger ahead to tell the Quraysh they were safe. Now the Quraysh army did not have to fight. They decided that as long as they were already marching, they should do something else. They kept on till they reached the watering place of Badr. They planned to stay for 3 days. There they would show off for their great army to other Arab tribes. It was a large army, 1,000 men, 7 camels and 100 horses. The Prophet ﷺ soon found out that the caravan had returned home safely. He also heard of the Quraysh army being near Badr. He asked his followers if they wanted to return to Medina or wait for the Quraysh army. Two immigrants, Abu Bakr and Hazrat Umar Radhiyallahu Ta'ala Anha, wanted to fight. One of the Prophet's companions, Sa'd ibn Mu'ta, said, "Allah has said that you shall win over your enemies, so let us go with Allah's blessings. We are not afraid, we will follow you anywhere." The Prophet ﷺ was pleased with the strength of his followers' belief. The Prophet ﷺ led the Muslims to Badr. When they arrived, they sent people out to see what was going on. They soon learned that the Quraysh army was just over the hill. They were 1,000 strong men. The Muslims camped by the biggest spring in Badr. They built a pond to save its water. Then they ruined the other springs so the Quraysh army would have no water to drink. It was Friday morning, the 17th of Ramadan, second after Hijrah age. The two armies stood face to face in the light of dawn. This was the first major battle of the Muslims had to fight. The Prophet ﷺ told his followers not to fear. Those who would lose their lives in this battle would enter paradise. Then he saw the Quraysh army. It was 3 times as big as his own. He prayed, "Allah, fulfill your promise to help. If this little band of Muslims should perish, there would be no one to worship you anymore." 3 of the Quraysh chiefs came forward with a challenge for single combat. Hazrat Ali, Hazrat Hamza and Hazrat Ubaidah ibn Haris stepped forward to fight. The Quraysh chiefs were killed. Suddenly the Quraysh army attacked. The battle was on. How could so few fight so many? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was watching. He sent down 3,000 angels to help the small Muslim army. Then the battle was over. The Muslims had taken the victory. They had lost 14 people. The Quraysh army fled to Makkah. 70 of their army were dead and 70 more had been taken as prisoners. Many of them were chiefs. Abu Jahl, the chief enemy of Muslims, was killed in battle. The Prophet ﷺ did not treat prisoners with cruelty. He let some of them buy their freedom. Others who had no money bought their freedom in a different way. Those who could read and write were set free after teaching 10 Muslim children how to read and write. This is the end of my lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah.